Hey there. I'm excited to announce this to you today. This is what you've been waiting for in your spiritual quest. This is something I've wanted to do for a long time, and I'm finally ready to announce it that it's ready to go. It's the Grief to Growth Community Circle. Now, this is a sanctuary where like-minded souls are united in their journey through grief and towards personal transformation. It's more than just a place. It's a beginning. It's a commitment to growth and understanding. Here you're finding not just a community, but you're entering a circle of trust and depth. You're going to engage with interactive coursework. You'll dive into exclusive podcast episodes and partake in discussions that illuminate the path from mourning to empowerment. This is a realm where every question is honored and every individual's journey is validated. To be part of this exclusive circle, visit us at grieftogrowth.com/community or look for the chat icon at the bottom of every page on the main website. Remember that entry is a privilege because I want to ensure that every member is as dedicated and genuine as you are. You must apply to join, but the journey within is worth every step. So go ahead and join us today. Check it out, grieftogrowth.com/community, and I look forward to seeing you there.
Hi there. Welcome to Grief to Growth Podcast. Your host is Brian Smith, spiritual seeker, best-selling author, grief survivor, and life coach. Brian believes that the worst tragedies of life provide the greatest opportunity for growth. Brian says he was planted, not buried, and he is here to help you grow where you've been planted by the difficulties in life. In each episode, Brian and his guests will share what has helped them to survive and thrive. It is his sincere hope this episode helps you today.
Hey there, everyone. This video and audio is going to serve actually three purposes. So if you're hearing this now, it means you're either watching my YouTube channel, you're listening to the podcast, or you're taking the 30-day challenge that I'm teaching. So I'm going to post this in all three places. This is a special day. This is Shayna, my daughter, behind me. It's her 22nd birthday. So for those of you who may not know, Shayna was 15 years old when she passed away. This is the 7th birthday that we are celebrating without her. And I was talking with a mother the other day whose son had transitioned, and she was saying that birthdays may be the hardest day. And I think it's true. The thing about a birthday is there's a twofold thing about a birthday. It's your day, for one thing. It's like, for Shayna especially, it was her special day, and everybody had, it was all attention on her. So it's the one time of the year that we have, it's our day. And we celebrate the fact that it's the time that someone came into the world, but we also celebrate the fact that someone's still with us, right? When we light the candles on the cake, we're celebrating another trip around the sun, another day here. So when we're celebrating the birthday of someone in spirit, there's an element of that is missing, and that's the fact that they're still here. And that's especially difficult when it's a child who passed away, in our case at the age of 15. So birthdays are bittersweet. They are probably the hardest day for us parents to get through, because while we're thinking about the fact we had the great times with them, I had a wonderful, wonderful 15 years with Shayna. Awfully blessed to have her in my life. Got to spend a lot of time with her. We homeschooled her. I worked from home, so we spent a lot of time together. But there's that thing about I haven't had her for the last 7 years. So as I was thinking about it this week, her birthday week, because Shayna didn't have a birthday, she had a birthday week. It's a double-edged sword, thinking about her not being here, but also thinking about the great times we had together. Now, Shayna's birthday comes right after the holidays, in the middle of January. And the winter is an especially difficult time for me. I live in Ohio. It's dark and it's cold here. The only thing I like about winter is football. Football is usually over by this time. I'm a Bengals fan, so this is playoff times. We're not usually in the playoffs. We are this year. But Shayna's birthday in January was kind of a ray of sunshine, and kind of the end of the holiday season for us. Kayla's birthday is November 22nd. Then we've got Thanksgiving, we've got Christmas, and then we got Shayna's birthday to kind of wrap that all up. So this is an especially difficult day, and I know it is for my wife and for my daughter Kayla as well. And we do the best we can with it. So for us, what we usually do is we have a meal in honor of Shayna. Usually it's pizza. That's just always been pizza. We'll have some sort of dessert because Shayna loved dessert. So we do that. But like this morning, I got up. I still took my walk. I'm kind of taking the day off today. I did work with the client a little bit on her website, but I'm taking it easy today. I'm recording this. I haven't done a podcast in a while. I'll talk about it in a second. But on days like this, I think we all need to do what it takes to take care of ourselves. I've been on a little bit of a break from the podcast. Frankly, I've been a little bit burnt out. It's again the end of the year, kind of a difficult time. 2021 was a tough year for everybody. I've had a couple of people that I had scheduled to interview that canceled. I've done a couple special broadcasts where it's just me. But I decided I'm just going to take a little bit of a break. It's the first time I've taken a break in the 2.5 years that I've been doing the podcast. So I'll get back into it. I've got some people scheduled for next week. So if you're waiting for the next podcast to come out, that'll be coming out. The thing is, frankly, I put out a couple of podcasts during this time and there wasn't much response to them. That's okay. That's the way it goes. Sometimes things go better than others. Last year was interesting. The viewership or the subscribers for the YouTube channel actually tripled last year, which was great. So definitely on course for hopefully a better 2022. And I'll be doing some different things this year, some new offerings, and I've been taking this time off to work on putting those things together. So expect to see those coming up soon. But back to, Shayna's birthday and when I'm going through it, my wife and my other daughter are going through. I appreciate everybody reaching out to us. We've gotten so much support, people making comments on Facebook, people sending us messages. That's all really great. But, there is some times when we just kind of feel sad. And the thing is, for the lesson for today and the 30-day challenge that we're doing was about feeling sad. And the lesson yesterday was about toxic positivity. So the thing about toxic positivity, that's where you're pretending to be happy when you're not. And that's when you're even maybe trying to fool yourself into thinking that everything is okay, when frankly, things kind of suck at the time. And then and I did not do this on purpose when I set this up. It just happened to fall today on Shayna's birthday, which is a day that I usually feel pretty sad. Today's lesson was, you told me I look sad today. I'm sad most days. Today, I just don't have the energy to hide it. And that's okay. Maybe tomorrow. And I want to say to people, it's okay to feel sad. It's okay to show you feel sad. Now, for me, it's difficult. I am a coach. I'm a father. I'm a husband. And sometimes we don't want to show that to our spouse or to our other children or to our clients. Frankly, nobody wants to go to a grief coach that's sad all the time. But there are times when we do feel sad, and it's okay. And, it's one thing for a coach or someone to model strength. That's great. But we should also model being human. So I decided to be vulnerable today, which is something that's kind of outside of my comfort zone, and let everybody know that this is a tough day for me. So what I did, as I said, I tried to make it as normal as possible with going for my walk and doing my yoga and doing a little bit of work, but I'm also going to take a light day today. I'm going to take a day to celebrate Shayna. I'm going to take a day to conserve a little bit of energy, and that's okay. And then, get back up and get back to it tomorrow. And that's the thing about, life. Life is a series of ups and downs, good and bad. We are not meant to be here to bypass, certain emotions and always feel happy all the time. We're here to feel all of the emotions, which are what we call the quote good emotions and what we call the bad emotions. Those are all part of the human experience. So what I want to do to say to wrap up is, for you that are listening, if you're always feeling like you have to be up, if you're always feeling like you have to be on for everybody else, give yourself permission to feel sad and show that you're sad. And I know our friends want us to be happy and they'll always try to encourage us. And that's okay, because sometimes, frankly, people encourage us because they feel bad that we feel bad. But we'll get over it. We'll get by. I'll get by. I'll be back into it. I've got some big plans for this year. I'm going to say publicly, which I haven't said before, I'm doing too much. I have 3 jobs. I work for a software company where I help them sell software. I've got Treasure Locks, which is our retail company, and I'm doing the coaching and consulting. And it's too much. But I want to put some of that down. And this year, my goal is to stop working on Treasure Locks and to maybe stop working in the software business and work solely on coaching and consulting. 'Cause that's what I really enjoy doing. And I need to make that grow to be able to do that as a full-time kind of gig. So that's my goal for this year. And I'm putting that out there publicly. Hopefully we'll see where I am in December. But anyway, I really thank you for listening. I thank you for indulging me in this. I thank you for your support. both with my business and personal. I thank you for your support over the years. For those of you who have been with me over the years, for those that are new, there won't be much more of this type of stuff. But I thought for Shayna's 22nd birthday, I could take this time to honor her. Everything I do, everything you see me doing is for Shayna. It's because of Shayna. If she had not come into my life, I wouldn't be doing this. If she hadn't left my life when she did, I wouldn't be doing this. I believe that this is actually part of my life plan, and that's what keeps me going. So have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for listening to Grief to Growth. Brian hopes that you find this episode helpful and will come back for future episodes. Brian's best-selling book, Grief to Growth, Planted Not Buried, is a great resource for anyone who is coping with grief or knows someone who is. If you enjoy the podcast and would like to support it, there are 3 things you can do to help. The first is to share the podcast with someone that you think it will help. The second is to go to iTunes, rate, and review the episode. The third way you can support the podcast is by becoming a patron. Head over to www.patreon.com/grief2growth. That's patreon.com/grief, the number 2, growth, and sign up to make a small monthly donation. Patrons get access to exclusive bonus content and knowledge that you are helping to spread the message of grief to growth. For more about Brian and Grief to Growth, visit www.grief2growth.com.
Hi there. I hope you enjoyed this latest episode of the podcast, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. What questions came up for you? What did you like about it? What didn't you like about it? I invite you to visit us at grieftogrowth.circle.so. That's grief, the number 2, growth.circle.so to continue the conversation with me and with other listeners. It's a space to sound off, to share reactions, and to go deeper into the topics from the show. I look forward to chatting more, and I hope to see you there.